For the average working traveler, the dream of an alpine winter escape is often killed by a single factor: the cost sheet. A week of skiing and remote working in Chamonix, Zermatt, or St. Moritz carries an average baseline cost of $250 a day, before you even factor in ski lift tickets or equipment rental. Between high-priced European lodging, expensive dining, and steep transport, the financial math simply does not work for a long-term stay. But what if you could access the exact same dry, powdery snow, modern cable cars, and dramatic 4,000-meter peaks, while keeping your daily cost of living below $70? Welcome to 9 to 5 Itineraries, the channel where we break down the exact logistics, numbers, and schedules to help you build the ultimate working travel experiences. Today we are laying out the complete 7-day playbook for Almaty, Kazakhstan, the rising star of Central Asia that offers Swiss Alps scenery and high-speed infrastructure at a 70% discount. Let us start with your arrival and initial setup. You will land at Almaty International Airport, which is located just 15 kilometers northeast of the city center. Skip the aggressive taxi drivers waiting at the arrivals gate. Instead, use the airport's free public Wi-Fi to open Yandex.go, the dominant ride-hailing app in Central Asia. A private ride from the airport to the city center costs approximately 2,500 Kazakh tenge, which is equivalent to just $6. For mobile data, purchase an eSIM from Xcel, Tele2, or Beeline before you arrive, or buy a physical SIM card at the airport for around 3,000 tenge. This gets you 20 gigabytes of high-speed data, which is essential for navigating the city. The local currency is the Kazakh tenge, and while credit cards are widely accepted in cafes and restaurants, you should withdraw 10,000 tenge in cash from an ATM to cover small purchases at local markets. For your working base, book an apartment in the historic Golden Square neighborhood of Almaty. This central district is highly walkable, tree-lined, and filled with third-wave coffee shops. A modern studio apartment with high-speed fiber internet in this area costs between 25,000 and 35,000 tenge per night, which is about $50 to $70. When it comes to productivity, Almaty has a thriving remote work infrastructure. You can work from local cafes like Bowler Coffee, AA, or Vanilla Coffee, which offer fast Wi-Fi and excellent espresso for under $3. If you prefer a dedicated workspace, purchase a day pass at Impact Hub Almaty or Fabrica Coworking for approximately 5,000 tenge, or $11. The fiber optic internet in these spaces is highly reliable, with average download speeds of 100 megabits per second, making it easy to handle video calls and large file uploads. These spaces also feature private phone booths for quiet client calls, printing facilities, and free local tea and coffee. On Monday and Tuesday, focus on establishing your work routine and exploring the local city grid. The city is designed on a massive Soviet block system, which makes it incredibly easy to navigate. The local metro system is clean, safe, and efficient, costing just 80 tenge per ride, which is less than 20 cents. Each station is uniquely decorated with marble, mosaics, and brass chandeliers, turning your daily commute into a cultural tour. For lunch, eat at a local canteen or stolovaya, where a filling meal of beef stroganoff, mashed potatoes, and fresh salad costs less than 1,500 tenge, or $3.50. For dinner, head to a traditional restaurant like Navet or Tayubatika to sample local Kazakh cuisine. Try the lagman noodles, mantai dumplings, or traditional kebabs, which will cost around 5,000 tenge. If you prefer buying your own food, local supermarket chains like Magnum offer fresh produce and international goods at very low prices. Wednesday is your transition to the mountains. Almaty's greatest logistical advantage is that the ski slopes are connected directly to the city's public transit grid. Take the public bus Route 12 from the city center for just 80 tenge, and within 40 minutes, you will arrive at the Midu Alpine Sports Complex, located at an elevation of 1,600 meters. Midu is home to the world's largest open-air speed skating rink. A public skating session here costs 1,200 tenge, or less than $3, and renting skates is another 1,000 tenge. It is a massive concrete structure surrounded by towering spruce trees, offering a scenic and active afternoon break. Directly above Midu, board the modern 3-stage gondola system that rises to the Shimulac mountain resort. A return ticket for the gondola costs 5,000 tenge, or $11. The ride takes 20 minutes, carrying you over deep valleys to the resort space at 2,200 meters, and then up to the Talgar Pass at 3,200 meters. At the summit, you are surrounded by glaciers and sharp peaks. Lift tickets for a full day of skiing cost between 8,000 and 12,000 tenge, depending on whether you visit on a weekday or weekend. Renting a complete set of skis and boots costs around 8,000 tenge. Shimulac offers over 20 kilometers of groomed runs with dry, powdery snow. You can ski in the morning and by 2 p.m., sit at a mountain cafe with strong LTE data to take your afternoon meetings while looking out at the Tian Shan Range. On Thursday and Friday, dive deeper into Almaty's unique cultural landscape and architecture while balancing your work hours. Thursday is dedicated to exploring the city's rich Soviet brutalist history. Walk down Dostik Avenue to see the iconic Hotel Kazakhstan, a 26-story modernist tower with a crown-like structure at the top. Directly opposite is the Palace of the Republic, a massive concert hall featuring a suspended concrete roof. For lunch, stop by a cafe near the Kazakhstan Academy of Sciences, where you can work with reliable Wi-Fi. In the evening, visit the local bathhouse complex, Arasan Baths, located near Pamphilov Park. A 2-hour session in these historic baths costs 4,000 tenge, or $9, and offers steam rooms, Russian banyas, and Finnish saunas. On Friday, explore the pedestrian-friendly Arbat Street, which is lined with local street artists, musicians, and outdoor cafes. It is a great place to sit with your laptop and enjoy the lively atmosphere. For dinner, check out Almaty's growing craft beer and culinary scene. Visit a local pub like Hops or Pint to sample locally brewed beers for less than $3 a pint, and grab a plate of traditional lagman noodles or beef mantai. On Saturday, it is time to head deeper into the wilderness. The most efficient way to visit the Charan Canyon is to book a shared group day tour through a local provider like Step Spirit or Caravan Travel. These tours cost approximately 15,000 tenge, or $35, and include a round-trip bus journey, a professional guide, and entrance fees. The canyon, located 200 kilometers east of the city, features dramatic red sandstone formations known as the Valley of Castles. The bus departs Almaty at 8 a.m., allowing you to spend 3 hours hiking the canyon floor before returning by 7 p.m. On Sunday, coordinate a trip to the Kolsai Lakes and the sunken forest of Lake Kandy. Because these lakes are located further away, hire a private Yandex.Go driver for the day. This costs around 35,000 tenge, or $80, which can be split among 3 passengers. The driver will take you first to Lake Kandy, where you can ride a local horse or hike to see the birch trees rising directly out of the turquoise mountain water, and then to the lower Kolsai Lake for a late afternoon walk along the pine forests. Let us summarize the total cost sheet for a 7-day working trip to Almaty. Accommodation in a central studio costs $420. Transport, including airport rides and Yandex taxi trips, runs $70. Food, dining, and coffee total $140. Co-working day passes cost $33. Activities, including the Shimulac gondola, Meadow skating, and a canyon tour, total $60. This brings the grand total for a full week of alpine travel and remote working to $723, which is less than 3 days of basic expenses in Switzerland. Almaty offers the perfect logistical balance of modern infrastructure, cheap transit, and world-class mountain scenery. It is the ultimate secret base for the working traveler in 2026. Have you ever considered Central Asia for your remote work trips? Share your thoughts and budget questions in the comments below. And do not forget to subscribe to 9 to 5 Itineraries for more data-backed travel guides.